Dun 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 dun. Oh! Yeah, that was bad, but who cares? Hey everyone, it's Mike the Star Turtle. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dog Soldiers. It is that time of year again, Halloween. Have to admit, I'm not the biggest Halloween fan because I'm not the biggest horror fan. I mean, when I was little, I was just a total wuss. Anything to do with like supernatural, anything like that, it just scared the hell out of me. And to be honest, I'm still not the biggest horror fan. But if you want to show me a horror movie, then I want it to be an action horror movie. I want to see people fighting back against the supernatural. And with characters that I actually like, as opposed to a bunch of dumb, stupid teenagers who actually want to see die. And that's what this movie is. So, made in 2002, directed by Neil Marshall. Really awesome British director who's known for directing some pretty badass stuff on a really meager budget. He directed a film called Descent, another horror movie from 2005, which I have not seen, but everyone tells me is really good. He also directed Doomsday, a kind of a Mad Max homage, which is also supposed to be pretty good, but I've not seen. And probably most recently, he directed two of the most epic and badass episodes of Game of Thrones. Season 2, episode Blackwater, the episode 9. Actually, yeah, and episode 9 of Season 4, Watchers on the Wall. Two really epic, action-packed episodes that are very, you can tell they had a limited budget, but he makes the most of it and creates some pretty awesome action-packed episodes. Definitely two of the best episodes of the entire series. So, yeah. Basically, it stars Kevin McKidd as Private Cooper, an awesome actor who doesn't get enough. Sean Peartree, I'm pronouncing his name wrong again, probably, but it's Sergeant Harry G. Wells. Liam Cunningham as Captain Ryan, and Emma Cleesby as Megan. Plot is a team of British soldiers are on a training exercise in the Scottish Highlands. They end up coming across a pack of werewolves and are forced to take cover in a supposedly abandoned farmhouse. And what follows is a pretty badass siege movie, essentially. As they try to hold out the last man with werewolves constantly coming again and again. And, you know, all that's good stuff. Yeah, so like I said, Kevin McKidd, main character. Cooper, he's pretty awesome. This is probably one of his best movies. I wish we could see him and do more stuff. Like, the most he's done, aside from this, to my knowledge, is the Rome HBO series, which was a very good, short-lived series I'll probably review at some point. And he also, I think, he was on Grey's Anatomy. I'm not sure if he still is or not, unfortunately. Gotcha, like him, shouldn't have to do Grey's Anatomy, but whatever. And Sean Peartree, who is currently playing Alfred on Gotham, as people who saw my Gotham video may have picked up. This is also probably one of his best movies. He's just almost like there's a lot of awesome lines in this movie, and almost all of them are from him. And Liam Cunningham, who is currently playing Sir Davos on Game of Thrones, plays this scheming special forces captain who obviously has a history with Cooper and knows more about what's going on, which I won't spoil it, but he kind of falls in with them. And of course, there's Megan, played by Emma Cleesby, and she's also another character who apparently lives around in that area in the woods, and also very clearly knows more about what's going on than she lets on. But I won't spoil it. It's all right. Like I said, this is an awesome movie. Really badass. Like it's low budget action, but it's low budget action done right. The werewolves, they're not cheap CGI. They're actually like real life animatronic werewolves or guys in like really detailed suits. Now, they're not like if they had enough money, they probably could have made them look way better. But they get around that by like doing the Jaws effect, or the Jaws method, whatever you want to call it, where we don't really see much of them until toward the end. Even though we never really see them like fully animated because they just only had so much budget to work with. But the way they do it, it works. Trust me. And like they all things considered, they look pretty awesome. Yeah, the acting is pretty good all around. Like I said, especially from Liam Cunningham, Kevin McKidd, and Sean Peartree, and the supporting cast is pretty good too. What's his name? Darren Morfitt. He's worked a lot with Neil Marshall. He's pretty good in it. And it's one of the most. Well, I won't spoil it, but he gets into an awesome fisticuff toward the end. It's a ridiculous, but still pretty badass scene. But yeah, music is pretty decent. It's generic, but it's memorable. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite horror movies. I guess it's more of an action horror movie, which is like what I like. So it's in that regard, it's definitely up there as probably one of my favorites. Very good homage to Night of the Living Dead, which kind of started the whole Supernatural Siege movie, and even homage to Zulu too. In fact, there's a whole bunch of movie references, some subtle, some not so subtle. There's a reference to the Matrix that's pretty awesome toward the end. But there's even some more less subtle ones, like for example, the sergeant's name is Sergeant Harry G. Wells, obvious homage to H.G. Wells, the author, and another one of the characters, his name's Bruce Campbell, Corporal Bruce Campbell, of course. Yeah, awesome homages, awesome puns, even just awesome, just straight up lines. Like I said, most of them come from the sergeant. He's just an awesome character. Yeah, this is an awesome freaking movie. If you like horror movies, if you like low budget horror movies, if you like siege movies, like if you like a bunch of guys holed up in a place and be constantly trying to fight off an enemy that outnumbers them, then this is a cool movie. It's cool, action packed, low budget, yes, but it makes the most of its low budget. It works. To my knowledge, there is no HD version of this, and I think it probably wouldn't look that good if it was made in HD. I still wish there was subtitles on it, 'cause like I said, it can be hard to understand the characters sometimes, but this is like I said, this is a really awesome movie. It's probably my favorite werewolf movie, and there's still a lot of werewolf movies I have not seen, but it's definitely, of all the ones I've seen, it's definitely my favorite werewolf movie, and probably one of my favorite horror movies. So check it out, it's awesome. Oh, and happy Halloween, everybody.